Greetings, I'm Mike Pacelli, coming to you from my studio in Nashville, Tennessee. And for this lesson, I'm going to talk about the diatonic modes. Now, the diatonic modes got their name from Greek tribes. They were originally used for chants in church, but they've evolved into something quite differently than the original Greek. So it's good to think of modes as moods, because each one of them has its own mood. A mode is just basically a way to measure the distance between a couple of notes. Like between G and A, that's a whole step, right? G and G sharp, that's a half step. So the modes all have a certain amount of half steps and whole steps. Maybe they'll have a whole step, to another whole step, to a half step, and that's what modes are. Just basically the succession of 7 notes and then an octave. And each one of them has a particular mood that's very useful, especially when you're soloing. So the way I see it, the guitar is an E minor instrument. In that, if you strum all the strings openly, think about E as the tonic, you'll get an E 11th chord, minor 11th chord, a chord that would be properly voiced like this. So if we strum all the strings openly, we have a root, an 11th, a dominant 7th, minor 3rd, 5th, and another root. That being said, the relative major of E would be G. So when I look at modes and the guitar neck in general, I want to start with the G Ionian mode, which is just basically a G major scale. You know, do, re, mi. So it sounds like this. That's the G Ionian mode. Now, what is it good for? Well, it's useful when you're soloing over a major chord, like G major. You can use any variation of those notes and it'll fit right over a G major chord. All I'm doing is taking those notes and just bouncing them around however my fingers happen to fall, and I can't make a mistake because they all fit over a G major chord. When you practice them, I suggest a couple of things. One, whenever you can, use the 1, 2, 3, 4 finger method, which means keeping them in sequence like this. So I'm thinking about my first finger on the 2nd fret and my 2nd finger on the 3rd, 3rd on the 4th, 4th on the 5th. Now for that, when I find out where the notes for the Ionian mode are, I'll start it on my 2nd finger. So I would play the Ionian mode finger-wise, 2, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2, 4, 1, 2, right? This way I don't have to look at the neck, I can just feel it. When you practice these modes, you may want to make up your own exercises. Maybe go up 4 notes and then start on the 2nd, like start on the 2nd scale degree. Okay, G Ionian. Now if we start a G Ionian on the 2nd scale degree, which is A, we get our next mode, which is A Dorian. Now that mode, A Dorian, works for A minor chords. So if someone's playing an A minor, next mode is B Phrygian. Another minor mode, but has kind of a raised 5 sound. Kind of works good over a B minor raised 5. Hear that sound? B Phrygian. Next would be a C Lydian. Works good with maybe a C with a flat 5 over that chord. After that comes D Mixolydian. That works over any dominant 7th chord. So if someone's playing D7 and you want a solo, then after that would be E Aeolian, which is a natural minor scale. Perfect for soloing over E minor. And then the last mode would be F sharp Locrian. And that works over like F sharp minor flat 5. Well, I got a little outside there. And then we'd be an octave higher and back to G Ionian. I'll play it slower. So again, to review, G Ionian, A Dorian, B Phrygian, C Lydian, D Mixolydian, E Aeolian, and F sharp Locrian. Now what's really cool is that you can interchange these to use playing over different chords. So if someone's playing a G chord, you can play G Ionian, and that all the notes would be right. You could play A Dorian against the G. You could play B Phrygian against the G. D Mixolydian, you understand? So it's basically all the same notes. So again, if someone's playing an A minor chord, you could use G Ionian, or you could use B Phrygian or D Mixolydian over the A minor chord. Now, if you'd like a really thorough study of that, I wrote a book called Modal Mastery for Guitar Improvisation, which is available online. So I hope that helped a little bit to demythify the diatonic modes. I'm Mike Pacelli. If you'd like to drop me a note, please do so at mikepacelli.com. And I hope this helped, and I'll see you next time.